When you are using this lovely tool, a protractor, to draw an angle, there are a few steps that you're going to need to do each time. Every angle has 3 points, no matter what. So the first thing I'm going to do is find my first point. And I am going to mark that in this center area. Now, 1 point all by its little old lonesome is not going to be enough to make an angle. So I am going to give it a friend. I'm going to give it a second point. Now, the very important thing there, the wonderful thing about having 2 points, is that you can connect them to make a line. Now, a line continues going in both directions forever and ever and ever. A ray starts at a point and goes forever and ever in only one direction, and a line segment is just that one area between 2 points. But as I said, to get an angle, you need 3 points, and I only have 2 right now. This is where my protractor is going to help me make an angle of a certain measurement. So let us say that I need to make a 90-degree angle. I am going to line up my first point, and I am going to line up the line going all the way up to the 90-degree mark. I can then go back and make a mark for my third so that I know this angle will be exactly 90 degrees. Now, I can't fit my little pen in that slot, but that's okay. I move my protractor, and now I can show that I have made a lovely 90-degree angle. And I can even put my little square in there to show that this angle is a 90-degree angle. I am going to give these points names. I'm going to name this one A, B, and this one is C. So I can tell you that the measure of angle ABC equals 90 degrees. I have named this angle ABC, and I have measured it, and it is 90 degrees. I can also check my measurement by placing this on. I see that I have it lined up here, and I can count up. I always start at 0, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Oh, here it is, 90. Now, it wouldn't matter if I picked the other side first. I would still line it up, start at 0, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Now, I always find the 0 because I could make a mistake and actually end up with the wrong measurement. So let's do another one, only this time I want an angle that is 75 degrees. So I'm again going to start with a simple point, a second point. I am going to connect these two, and that will be my line to start with. And then from here, lined up with my point in the middle, I am going to find 75. So I start at 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, but where's 75? Oh, look, there's tiny little hash marks up here. 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. So I'm going to mark that, and now I just have to connect the dots. So I'm going to put my straight edge back down, and I am going to label these D, and then E, F, and the measurement of angle DEF is 75 degrees. Now, the reason that I always find the 0 and count up is because, let's say, I lay this down, I just follow the line up, and I go, oh, well, there's 100, 110, It's right in the middle. Oh, it's 105 degrees. If you read this along the top, you will see that it gives me two sets of numbers. That's because it depends on if I'm measuring from this side or if I'm measuring from this side. So when I look at this, I should be able to say, I can see that this angle is acute, and I know that 75 should be an acute angle. If I got that the measure of the angle was 105 degrees, that tells me that that number is too big. What I actually did there was I measured something called the reflex angle. So let's say there's DEF and then another point out here named G. There is an angle that is 105 degrees, but it's not DEF. It's the reflex angle. It's the one on the other side, DEG. This angle over here is obtuse. That means it is greater than 90 degrees, and at 105, that is true. If I add up 105 plus 75, I will get 180 degrees. And I know that every straight angle is a 180-degree straight line. So there you have some of the very basics of using your protractor. It is something that you're going to have to practice at, and always, always, always check to start at 0 and count up so that you don't accidentally end up measuring the reflex angle. So there will be more practice with this, of course, but that is your basic introduction into using the protractor.